Welcome to Deep Think with Anurag, where we explore life's deeper questions. Today, we are diving into a topic that crosses generation and cultures. How do we stay true to ourselves in the world full of societal pressures? Ever find yourself scrolling through social media, admiring seemingly perfect lives, only to feel a pang of inadequacy? We live in a world where filters dominate not just our photograph but our identities. It's a place where the curated self often overshadows the authentic self. So, how do we navigate this landscape and remain true to who we really are? To understand this struggle, let's look at the statistics. A survey by the American Psychological Association found that over 60% of the adults report feeling pressure to conform to societal expectation, from social media influencer to workplace norm. We are constantly bombarded with messages that suggest we should be in a certain way, more successful, more attractive, more social. This leads to a critical question. If we are always performing for an audience, when do we get to be ourselves? Let me share you a story. I remember meeting a friend, Priya, who had always been the life of the party, full of energy, always dressed to the nines. One day, she confided in me about her anxiety and how exhausting it was to keep up that facade. I feel like a character in a play, she said. The more I perform, the less I feel like myself. This contrast between who she was perceived to be and who she really was highlights a common struggle many of us face. The irony is that while we curate these images of ourselves, we often lose touch with our core identity. So let's break this down into three parts. So let's understand the problem. We live in a society that often values appearances over authenticity. We feel compelled to showcase an idealized version of ourselves, leading to internal conflict and disconnection from our true selves. So, what's the insight? Understanding the pressure we face is the first step towards reclaiming our authenticity. It is essential to recognize that our worth isn't tied to likes, follows, or societal approval. Embracing our flaws and vulnerabilities is what makes us truly relatable and human. So, how do we cultivate authenticity in a filtered world? Start by engaging in self reflection. Ask yourself, what do I value? And what makes me feel fulfilled? Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not what you project. And finally, dare to show up in your truth, even when it feels uncomfortable. I want to remind you that it's okay to be work in progress. Many of us grapple with the expectation to have it all figured out. Life isn't a perfectly filtered Instagram feed. It's messy, it's complex, and that's where the beauty lies. I want you to know that embracing your true self is an ongoing journey, not a destination. So, before we wrap up, here are the three practical takeaways for you to consider. Number one, limit your social media consumption. Take a break from the constant comparison and allow yourself the space to breathe. Number two, practice vulnerability. Share your true feelings with the trusted friends or family. It can create a deeper connection and foster a sense of belonging. Number three, engage in the activities that ground you, like journaling or meditation. These practices can help you clarify your values and reconnect you with your authentic self. Remember, authenticity isn't just a buzzword, it's a fundamental human need. When we live authentically, we inspire others to do the same. It's a ripple effect that can lead to genuine connection and a more compassionate society. As we navigate this filtered world, let's embrace our imperfections and allow our true selves to shine through. Remember, authenticity is not a trend, it's a timeless pursuit of living in alignment with who we are at our core. It's absolutely fine to be imperfect. Imperfection is the reality, and perfection is a myth. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of authenticity in the filtered world. I hope you feel inspired to reflect your own journey and embrace your true self unapologetically. Don't forget to subscribe or follow Deep Think with Anurag for more deep dives into questions that matter. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep thinking deeply.